My son was contemplating just getting new blades and setting these to the side or scrapping them. Well, I'm glad he didn't. There's so much life left on these. And so he dropped them off and gave them to me about a week ago, and I told him I'd sharpen them for him, and that's what I'm going to do today. I could walk over to my grinder or get the angle grinder. I've got a bench grinder that would cut this down pretty quick, but my hands just aren't as steady as they used to be, so I'm just going to use my drill with this grinding stone in it. I can control it a little bit better, and I'm going to use this file. It takes a lot longer, but for me, I think I get a little bit better job. For others can do it, you know, however they want, but for me, this is the way I do it, and I have been doing it. And I'm getting older, and doing things the quick way, fast way sometimes isn't always the best way for this old boy. Not that I'm against a fast way. So let's get right at it and see if we can't get these things sharpened up. The first thing I like to do is just scrape some of the dirt off of them. And these blades really aren't that bad. Could get a wire brush and take it to them, but I don't think it's necessary. So we'll get these blades all cleaned up, and one of the reasons I do that is I have a balancer over there that a company sent me, and I want to show you how it works. I really appreciate it. First thing I look for is bad nicks. Like right there's a pretty good significant nick, so I'm going to take my file and just take that down just a little bit and get the worst of those out. And like I said, this isn't the fastest way to do it, but for me, it just seems to work the best. Been sharpening things for years. There was a time I could use my bench grinder pretty good, but that bench grinder isn't today. So let's see how this drill works. That's not too bad. It's not real sharp, but you don't want it real sharp. Now I'm just running this drill on the slowest speed. I mean the slowest speed. It's got 1 and 2. If I do 2, it stuff like that happens. And I'm going to try it again. Let me see if I can't get, you know, I'm not used to these. I'm just not strong enough to tighten these. What happened to the old keys? That don't work too bad, does it? We're going to leave it at that. Let's do the back side. There's some bumps on the back side here I want to get out first. But you got to be extremely careful when you backfile something that you don't taper it up right here like this. You just want it like this right here, nice and flat. Nice even strokes. Try to maintain the angle of the blade. And all I'm trying to do is get the worst of the nicks out of it. Yeah, this blade here is way too good to just pitch or put up on the shelf. It's an organ blade. I bet those are expensive. Now let's try this again. That's pretty darn good. The reason I'm using the round file is it doesn't come to the end here with the grinder, and I can't get my square file on there, but this does a pretty good job. Okay, one more time over it with the file. That's the finished product. I think it looks pretty good on both sides. Well, I got two more to do, and then we'll go over there and balance these. Let me get those other two done, and then we'll move over to the balancer. Tools that I use here in my shop and that people give me just to make a little video about is, and when I accept something like that, it's because I really think I can use it. And that isn't any different from this balancer that I have here. And I want to show you how that works. It's magnetic. This slides in and out. And just make sure it's seated on there really good, and then let it do its thing. What that means is it's just a little heavy on this side here, so I'm going to take it over and we're going to hit that on the file again or a little bit more off of there to make it balance out. And to do that, I'm just going to use the stone. And just a little bit with the file, especially down here at this far end. You can see that that's been hit with a rock, and I want to just bring a little bit more of that out. Let's go see if that's enough. I think it was this end. Yes, it was this side right here. So let's put that back on there. Make sure it's seated real good. Looks like it needs just a little bit more off. I'm going to go over there and do that, and we'll be right back. Took just a little bit more off of this edge, and you can see that nick in there. I'd really have to grind a lot off to get that, but let's see if that did it. Still just a bit heavy, but boy is that getting close. I'll go do it again. One more time. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's still just a shade heavy. Sometimes when you have to do a lot, some people will actually go on the grinder and hit just a little bit off of this edge. I'm going to go try that this time. You can see I took just a little bit off of that corner. Well, I would say that's good enough. I'm going to get these last two blades done, and then I'll bring you in to show you. Blade 1. Blade 2. That is so close. And blade 3, the first one we did. Moving just a little bit, but that is close enough. You don't have to be perfect or have the steadiest hands to do repairs or fixes in a shop, as I've demonstrated today with these blades. It's amazing what people throw away, at least to me, stuff that actually could be repaired, and that's what I like doing, fixing old discarded junk. A lot of my projects I just do with what I have in the shop, and that's what I did today. If you'd like to grab one of those Friday Parts blade bouncers, I'll put all that information in my description. My content isn't for everyone, but it might be for you. If it is, please subscribe to my channel. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can fix it. Until the next one.